It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for The Walking Dead Dead City. In this video, we're going to be diving deep into why they decided to bring Lucille back for Negan in the second season of Dead City. As part of that, we're going to take a look at some behind the scenes, some screenshots from some clips, some pictures. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. So these are the behind the scenes pictures. Of course, we looked at some of these in a separate video, but I didn't dive deep into, what they could potentially be doing. But that's exactly what we're here to talk about in this one. But we have Negan with his leather jacket and with a new Lucille in hand. Now, first things first, a lot of people are saying that this might be a flashback. That's false. There are tons of reasons why that's false. One, it makes no sense to do a flashback like that of Negan from his Savior's era. It doesn't make sense. Not that they couldn't do it, but they already did it for the first season and it worked, bringing back Simon and all of that. So doing it again is repetitive. The second thing is that Negan is seen in New York City. So it's impossible for this to be a flashback. The other part of it is that this is not really Lucille. Of course, we're saying Lucille, but Lucille got burnt by Negan himself. We saw that in bonus episode, Here's Negan. So this is definitely a brand new Lucille. But of course, Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan looks like Negan from the Savior's era here. So what's going on with that? Of course, there are tons of pictures of him rocking that look with the leather jacket, the gloves, and his new Lucille. And of course, he's surrounded by these goons who are obviously part of his new crew now. They are the team that he's a part of. At the end of the first season, he was offered to become leader again. And it looks like he has accepted to become a leader again. And it looks like he's surrounded by these men who are obviously part of the Croats team and are now being led by Negan. Speaking of the Croat, the bald guy that we see appears to be the Croat. And of course, the others are wearing the same helmet that his team was wearing in this first season. And in other clips, we can see Negan killing walkers with Lucille and all of that. So it looks like he's definitely brought back the Negan persona and he's back to his old ways. At least that's the front he's putting out. There might be more going on in the background, but that's what he's making it out to look like. Now, there are also speculations that he's gonna name the new barbed wire bat Annie in the name of his wife, and that means that maybe Annie also died. So that's a possibility, but again, it's repetitive. If they do something like that, it's repetitive. I hope that they stay away from that. But there are tons of clips of him swinging Lucille. There are other behind the scenes clips showing Negan and the Croat at a dinner table, but in the middle of New York City. They're drinking wine and all of that. So that's definitely super interesting. So it looks like the dynamic between those two is going to change again, and they might be buddies again. I'm sure Negan is not going to see him as buddy all the time. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. There's another clip where we see this car. Negan is inside in the passenger seat. We have the Croat walking in on the driver's side, sitting down and handing Negan the barbed wire bat. That's very interesting. So maybe it's the Croat who brings back the barbed wire bat for Negan as a gift or something. And that's what starts this whole thing with Negan becoming like the old Negan again. I honestly hope that they don't backtrack. I hope that they don't have Negan going back to his old ways and becoming Negan of the Saviors again, because we've seen it. We don't want to go back to that anymore. That would destroy everything they've done to make Negan white and ruin the redemption arc that he went through. So I hope they don't do that. But if this means that it's the same Negan, but one that's fair and one that doesn't kill innocent people, then I'm all for it. We have this behind the scenes picture as well, which is super cool. We have Jeffrey Dean Morgan hanging on to the barbed wire bat with a cigar or a cigarette. and he just looks boss here. Of course, this is not a scene from the series, like it's him during a break, but he's still in character, and it looks pretty awesome. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through in this video. I am interested to know your thoughts and opinions, so share that in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.